Right, so I've attempted to dress for the occasion as much as I can, and this is a brand new story, and it's called Household Ghosts. So do excuse me because I'm reading over the top of you. I'll try not to look too much. We have ghosts in our house. We think maybe a couple. I'm not sure exactly what their GS is, or G's is, or whatever it is, or what kept them behind when everyone else would have moved on. As they don't have the moaning misery of a wanderer or the wrathful, chaotic energy of a poltergeist. We think they're pleasant enough, and we know they wander a little out into town. We see them occasionally, pottering. They eat bits of leftover biscuits, sip at forgotten cups of tea, and natter incessantly. Sometimes it's possible to catch one for a conversation. Doris is a particular chatterer, Sybil less so. They say they were flappers, ladies of leisure a long time ago, though I'm not sure if I've ever managed to trace who they actually were. I tracked two older residents who'd passed away in the 60s near here, who seemed to match the description, and figured they were now living their best lives here. Or afterlives, I suppose. Doris was a gorgeous, slender rainbow, and you caught her in glimpses in sunshine. Short hair cropped perfectly as the transparent jewels she wore sparkled. Whoever told you ghosts don't go out in the light was misinformed. Or perhaps they weren't looking hard enough, or they didn't have the right eyes for it. Sybil is sadder if you catch her alone. When she's with Doris, her laughter is the sound of birds in the distance, the sound of the hope of a new day. If you catch her on her own, she's a different creature. She sits on the rocking chair in the back porch and stares at the road. And even on sunny days, it seems gloomy when she's like this. Like the world is becoming overcast. Doris, on her own, is a very rare thing. She's always with Sybil, dancing. Except sometimes you might see her in the branches of the oak at the front of the house, climbing towards the best viewpoint. And sometimes, whether she knows it or not, Sybil watches her from the doorstep, watches her climb with her arms folded, looking worried. When the rain comes down in the summer, I watch them dancing hand in hand in the garden, whilst I hide inside, not wanting to get wet. They don't remember us. Not normally. But once or twice we're sure they recognised us. When I first brought my boyfriend home, holding his hand tightly as we stepped over the threshold, I saw Sybil smile at me and wink as she whispered, "Welcome home. He looks like a keeper," before disappearing in the reflection of the sun through the windows. She's not wrong. We've been together since. It took him a little while to learn how to spot them. But now we both stand together at the windows and watch them dance and wonder which of our nephews or nieces will be the first to tell us that they can see them too.